Hello, my dear friends. Good afternoon, early afternoon in Belgrade. Sunny weather, but the wind, the famous Košava wind, being quite strong. Especially here close to the river bank of Danube and Sava. Actually, I would say that at Sava river it is even worse. Because I've been now driving electric scooter from this point to the very end of Belgrade waterfront, to the very end of practically to Gazela bridge. I even went shortly to the other side of the bridge in order to turn around or turn back my electric scooter, and the battery actually only lasted as much. So to go from this point all along the Danube River, and then at confluence, then the beton holes, Sava Promenada, I mean this part of Sava Promenada at beton holes, and then all the way through the Belgrade waterfront, circling around a bit, and then went to the very end of BW Galleria. And at the way back, I felt that the batteries are practically dying, slowly but surely. Therefore, but I was just about to finish my ride. I mean, I was close to the starting point, close to the car that I parked here. So it was not a problematic, although I usually, when I drive my electric scooter, I almost always carry my charger with me, so that in case something happened and in case the battery is going out, I can stop somewhere for a coffee and recharge my battery, provided that the hosts are kind enough to let me do so. But usually if you sit and drink something or even eat, then they are quite open to allow it. Now it's a question mark. Let me try to go to the newly reconstructed street of Kraljice Marije. And also the continuation is Cara Dušana to the right. So, but this time, given the fact that the cafe bars and restaurants were not working due to this quasi-quarantine, as a mean of prevention of spreading of coronavirus, I didn't bring, actually I've forgotten to bring the charger, to be perfectly honest. Let me see, what did they do here? No, I thought for a second that this has become a pedestrian zone, but it's not. Okay, as far as I can see, they just did some reinforcement, some concrete reinforcement of the tram tracks. And okay, I believe, if I recall correctly, look at this guy. The main reason for doing the reconstruction was reflected in the laying out of the water pipes and sewage pipes. Look at this guy. But let's see, now I see some elevation here. I mean, previously I was not noticing it. Some actually ascent to the cross. This is exactly at the crossroad with Despota Stefana Street. And then some additional ascent. previously I was not, no, now it's quite noticeable. I believe it was there even before, but now somehow that I feel it. I mean, you can see it, the ascent by your own eyes. This part will be, this part is not going to be anymore for car traffic. Okay. Just wanted to see whether the whole, now the crossroad with Takovska. Okay, looks nice. Yeah, Eurobank here. And the red light here. Unfortunately not the red light district, just the red traffic light. Okay, we are now approaching the area of technical faculties. What I noticed, for instance, the cafeteria has introduced and is promoting heavily the takeaway version. Although, of course, some people are also standing or sitting in front of the entrance, but obviously coffee is something that people cannot survive without. Now I look at this, for instance, Prius hybrid. This is Toyota's one of the first hybrids, or hybrid, whatever you prefer. It's quite uglish actually, and I remember that Toyota was the first to experiment with hybrid. I mean, one of the first car producers, and all of their models, I mean the hybrid models, were rather ugly. I don't understand quite this concept. I mean, from the back, to me it looks like a bad attempt of making a futuristic car. I mean, let's put it that way. Although I honor and respect Toyota very much, including their premium Lexus brand. However, I don't know, as far as the design is concerned, so and so, honestly speaking. So I mean, my favorite car is Toyota Land Cruiser, and okay, that one has quite a nice design, although design is not something that you would look much at that car. I mean, it's not the dominant characteristic. There are other stuff that you look at. I mean, the off-road, all the things that making this vehicle one of the best off-roaders. But okay, I mean, yeah, but even that has a better design. This one, but even some of the Lexuses have a rather questionable design, I would say. But as far as the engine and everything else is concerned, really, aside the navigation possibly, which the one that I had the chance to test is, at least for Serbia, was far behind some other producers, such as this one at Audi. But technically, maybe that's only with regards to Serbian maps that were not the priority for Toyota. Don't know, actually. Not really sure. Now at Vukov spomenik, the monument of Vuk Stefanović Karadžić. And going right to Vračar area. Municipality of Vračar. I mean, this boulevard of Kralj Alexander would lead to Zvezdara eventually. And actually this here nearby, I mean to the place we made a right turn, there was a building of the municipality of Zvezdara. And actually we're only a few hundred meters from the building of the municipality of Vračar, which is here just some 100 meters further. But I'll be making a left turn here, direction again Kalenić market. I'm never sure whether it's better to pronounce it in the original way, like Kalenićeva pijaca, whether the foreigners, I mean, or the others listening to this English version of my videos would know better as according to the original names, or my translation of the original name, which sometimes, I mean, from time to time may not be really the most accurate one. But never mind. See here, quite sunny, not so much windy as at the riverbank. But the effect of because of the wind, especially at Danube, there was this effect of rough sea, because you know Danube is quite wide and practically it creates the perception of, especially there at Ušće, it almost creates a perception of a sea. And when the wind is so strong, of course, I mean, when I say so strong, it's not so dramatic, but still, I mean, it is quite something. And then, yeah, you see these practically rough sea, not really the big waves, but somehow, I mean, it looks like a rough sea, so to say. Okay, in the far distance you see the hill, and maybe you see a needle. I can see it very well, but not really sure how well it will be seen, will be noticeable from the video. That's the Avala TV tower. Now I guess it's a bit better. Avala TV tower looks really, I remember in my German lessons that the TV towers in Germany used to be called, especially the one at Berlin. Back then it was at the East Berlin, Alexanderplatz. That one was called Betonnadel or Betonnadel. The needle made of concrete. Although when I first went to Germany and have spoken to some Germans and tried to explain the TV towers by saying the Betonnadel, they were like, what? So obviously this was another kind of probably the people that wrote books were not so much into the reality of everyday life in Germany. I don't know, maybe they were, but they did it explanatory, like, rather than it was a usual street name of the TV tower. Okay, this one was quite long. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.